Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your Charles Sabansi, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got a pretty interesting show for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want today's full show before it comes out on YouTube. It is streaming for free on the DREAMERSPRO podcast that we have pinned below. Let me get into this topic here. Let's talk about the Lakers. The Lakers are in what we call a mess. Right? The Lakers find themselves in a total mess. If we look at their standings right now, the Lakers are the 9th in the West. But apart from that, they're 4-6 out of their last 10 games. Right? I think the Lakers are something like 2-6 since they won since they won the NBA Cup. Right? 2-6. They've not been playing well. And of course, they just suffered a loss at the hand of arguably the best team in the NBA, in the Boston Celtics. Certainly one of the best. They're the number one in the Eastern Conference right now with a 23-6 record, right? But AD played well. LeBron didn't play so well, but he played better the night before. And right now, what's happening is what always usually happens, which is various people in media are beginning to sound the alarm bells, ask questions of what's going on. As a matter of fact, I posted a question on the community about 55 minutes ago. Obviously, it's going to change when this show comes out, so you can go ahead and leave your vote. And the question essentially was this: what in the world has happened to the Lakers? Option 1, they lost their mojo. Option 2, they're not playing up to their level. Option 3, they were never that good. And option number 4, I have no idea. Of the 2,700 voters, 68% are saying they were never that good. Well, that is a problem. That is a very big problem, because coming into this season, I and many out there thought that this particular Laker team were going to be competitive based on what we saw last season and the retooling job that they did over the summer. But it seems like other voices out there, feel otherwise, and there's actually some pretty disappointing news that just came out via fadeawayworld.net that I want to get into. But before we even get into that, this video is brought to you by our sponsor, Aura. Do you know what the fastest growing crime in America is today? It's identity theft. Imagine trying to log into your email only to see that your password has been changed. Then you start getting weird notifications from your bank and credit cards, only to find out that all of your personal and sensitive information has been totally compromised. If you think it can happen to you and your family, just know that in 2020, over 49 million Americans were victims to identity theft, costing them a combined $56 billion. That is why we are excited to partner with Aura, who's a sponsor of this video. Aura is the #1 identity theft and financial fraud protection. Aura monitors the dark web and alerts you if any of your passwords and accounts have been breached. And funny enough, after using Aura, I discovered some of my credentials were floating around in the dark web, and the app showed me exactly when and where the breach happened. In addition, Aura allows you to set spending alerts, and they'll notify you of any suspicious transactions. Aura is 4 times faster than any of its competitors in alerting you if someone is trying to open a credit card or obtain a loan using your name. And remember this, every 14 seconds, someone becomes a victim of identity fraud. Don't let it happen to you. Now click the link in the description and try Aura for free for 2 weeks and see if any of you or your family's personal information has been compromised. Start your free trial at aura.com/DREAMERSPRO. And when you try Aura, by using the link in the description below, also know that you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into this article. It says, Lakers' new starting lineup is the worst in the NBA. The Lakers starting lineup stunk it up against the Boston Celtics, registering some of the worst statistics together this season. The article then continues on, saying the Los Angeles Lakers rolled out a brand new starting lineup last night in their Christmas Day loss to the Boston Celtics. The lineup was an extremely experimental one that focused on defense. LeBron James started at the point, Cam Reddish, Taurean Prince, Jared Vanderbilt, and Anthony Davis filling out the starting 5. The lineup was a disaster for the Lakers as they fell to an early double-digit deficit with this group. It was extremely clunky and had no offensive creation, even with a playmaker like James. It didn't work defensively either, as the 8 minutes they spent together on the court would trend towards this being the worst starting lineup in the entire NBA. The 5 had an offensive rating of 94.7 and a defensive rating of 150. Jesus Lord. For a defense focused lineup, this failed to get the job done as it struggled to contain any of the Celtics. A net rating of -55 would comfortably be put them as their worst starting lineup in the NBA. The Lakers' most used 5 with D'Angelo Russell, LeBron James, Prince, and Reddish has a net rating of 1.2 for the season. Even with Russell's struggles, relegating a dynamic ball handler like him to the bench is useless, especially with Austin Reeves already in the six-man role. It's clear something needs to change, and it says a few other things that you guys can go check out there if you guys want to read the full article. Let's get back to this. I follow the Lakers closely, and I don't. What I mean, I follow them closely because if you follow the news every single day, at least sports news, you're going to hear them talking about the Lakers because they're going to talk about them every single day. So you follow them that way. However, I don't follow them in terms of their lineups. I don't really pay attention to their players. I don't really watch their games. Sometimes I do. Most times I don't. So there are other people out there that follow the Lakers much closer that will really know what's really, really plaguing this team. As someone kind of loosely following this team, I'm totally confused with the current state of affairs with the Lakers. I am confused. The reason I'm confused is because of the things that have been said and the expectations on that were pretty much laid out there for this team coming into the season. If you guys remember, the Lakers made it to the Western Conference Finals last year. They beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Granted, they were without Steven Adams and all of that. They beat the Golden State Warriors, who beat a very, very tough, electrifying Kings team. They beat them. They were able to contain Stephen Curry in the second round, and in the third round, it was a total mismatch because of Nikola Jokic, who's a walking nightmare for everybody in the NBA, who's currently the best player in the world, in my personal view. Right? So we had that happen there. But nevertheless, things were trending upwards. Given where the Lakers were prior to trading Russell Westbrook, prior to the trade deadline, and where they were trending towards after, but I think it's important to say, and we got to give it credit, the real turnaround happened after the trades and how Anthony Davis was playing. A lot of that movement in terms of them winning a lot of games happened when LeBron was injured, because he was injured at a certain point. But anyway, he did come back and help the team. But anyway, the point is, coming into this season, a lot of us felt like, at the very least, the Lakers were going to be a top 4 seed. At the very least. But as we currently speak, the Lakers are the number 9th seed. Now, some people tried to say, oh, maybe it's a hangover from the play-in tournament, but that was how many days ago? And that's why I said no one in their right mind actually thought that the team that won, not the play-in tournament, the NBA Cup, no one in their right mind actually thought that the team that won the play-in Cup was the best team. And that you would have to be out of it, because the NBA Cup is not designed to select out for the best teams. It's not. The playoffs is. One game on any given night, anybody can win. But in a playoff series, it don't happen. You don't get lucky like that, especially round after round when you're playing better and better teams, right? Better and better teams. So no one was going for that, right? Even if you look at the Indiana Pacers, the Indiana Pacers have not been world beaters their damn selves. The Indiana Pacers are 4-6 in their last 10. So nobody's thinking about this team. It is quite clear that the best team in the Eastern Conference is the Boston Celtics, followed by the Milwaukee Bucks. And no one in their right mind would tell me that you would pick the Lakers ahead of the Denver Nuggets, right? You would have to be on something serious. So to me, I'm not going for that. Listen, it's a total mess. It's a total mess. I don't really know how to remedy this situation. But I guess they'll figure out a way. And they're certainly going to talk about it every single day this year, every single day until the rest of the season. But what's most likely is going to happen is that they're going to try to make another trade again. And they're going to have to try to figure it out from there. I don't know. Y'all help me figure it out. What's wrong with the Lakers? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.